Aloha! My name is Sapphire Star, and today I want to share with you the most common question I get while I'm traveling is, how do I travel so often? This is part one of a series. I'm going to start to give a more insight on how I create freedom in my life to do the things that I love. I'm currently living in Honolulu on the beautiful island of Oahu. I've been on several islands, forgive me. I've been on several islands since I've been living here in Hawaii. So I've been living here in Hawaii now for 7 months. And it has been an amazing experience. So I'm just gonna get right to it. About 10 years ago, I paid off $33,000 worth of debt. I saved $20,000. I boosted my credit score from 600 to 750 in a short amount of time, fired my boss, and began traveling the world. And that obviously was a process. So I'm going to share with you the beginning of that process. And the first step in me being able to create the life that I want to live was to get out of debt. Now, I do talk more in depth about my process and my journey in my new book, Live Freely, Freedom to Work Whenever, Wherever. And this is a book about how to create residual income and make passive income work for you. It is available on Amazon and Kindle Unlimited. If you have that, it is free for Kindle Unlimited. But the first step was to get out of debt. So I had a total of $33,000 worth of debt. That included credit card note, and the, Sally Mae. Yeah, Sally Mae. Student loan debt. And so what I did was I created, and I talk about this on my channel and on my platforms, my basic philosophy is no plan, do. So I read a book similar to my book about personal finance. That was the first step, to know. And then secondly, I created a plan, a debt elimination plan using the debt snowball method. And the debt snowball method is basically listing your debt in order of smallest to largest balance, not based on the interest, but based on how much you owe. So I list my debt, which were 3 debts. It was, like I said, the student loan debt, credit card debt, and the car note. The credit card debt was my first debt to attack. So every month I paid the minimum payment on all 3 debts, right? And I created more income to pay a little extra on the smallest debt. So I tackled that smallest debt, and I think I paid maybe $10 to $15 more, whatever I can get at the time, because I didn't have a lot of money. I was basically living paycheck to paycheck. But whatever extra amount of money that I had, I cut out eating out. I created a budget to find where I can cut things and make more money to pay off my debt. And I slowly but surely started knocking out that first debt until I got that debt paid off. Now that debt created residual income. Now I have this money that was going towards debt that can now go towards the second debt. And I can pay extra on the second debt until the second debt was paid off. And that's where the snowball happened. The snowball keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So I did that until I got to my last debt, and I was able to pay $33,000 worth of debt off. And it took me 36 months. It was not easy, but it was worth it. In life, you have to be able to do what you have to do in order to do what you want to do. Because getting out of debt was the catalyst. It was the beginning of my journey of being able to travel as much as I want to travel. So getting out of debt allowed me to travel. I've been to 4 different continents, and I visited 20 different countries. It would have been 50. I had a world tour plan for 2020, but we all know COVID happened. Therefore, I couldn't visit the 25 countries I had lined up. However, I was able to move to Hawaii and come experience the beautiful island of Hawaii safely, obviously. And that's what this is all about. Being able to do things you love. You may not want to travel But whatever it is that you have a desire to do, taking control of your finances give you the freedom and flexibility to be able to do those things. So thank you so much for tuning in. Just know it's the freedom for me. It's the freedom for me. And that's the premise of my book. If you want to reach out to me, or if you have more questions, send me a message. Check out my website at organize-kaos.com. I offer coaching and consulting one-on-one services for those who need help with creating a roadmap or a playbook strategy to take control of their finances and take control of their life. Next time I come on, we will be talking about how I saved $20,000 in 1 year. Mahalo.